All right, guys, we're going to get this thing started in just a little bit. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for what will be the final stream before I head over to Wisconsin for the NFL draft. I am back in New York for this. Apologies about not being able to do the D-backs game tonight or not being able to start the stream earlier. Just my body did not handle that flight well. I'll put it that way. My body, it was a rough flight back. So had to catch up on some sleep. So had to get as much sleep once I got back versus before. So, before being able to sleep on the flight. So, this is the only stream that we're doing. And then I'll be off Wednesday through Saturday in Wisconsin for the draft. And we're going to be doing all that fun stuff for the draft. I'll be doing the vlogs and everything. We have a new video dropping tomorrow if all goes according to plan that I will get out. That's why I'm not doing the D-backs game tonight. Because if I was going to be able to get the video out later today, and then, long story short, I was unable to get any sleep on the flight, so I was just, it was rough. But appreciate all you guys tuning in for this stream. My name is JG9. Yes, rest in peace to Mike Patrick, absolute legend, the announcer for Sunday Football for ESPN for a long, long time. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for the stream. You know, no game tonight. How's it going, Amphibia? How's it going, Sports Talk David? Back in Times Square Studio. Yep, back in the basement. There we go. How's it going, Rob? Everything going Steel Joe. Welcome in. No game tonight. No game tonight. Basically, it's either game or I got to get the video out. So it's one of those two, and I'm going to try and get the video out instead of doing the game. So we're going to do this overtime stream. We're going to start the clock in about 3 minutes' time. Yeah, the big storyline today, Mike Patrick, absolute legend, passed away at the age of 80. Iconic voice for a long, long time. So, yeah, he will be sorely missed. He will definitely be sorely missed. So, this is the last stream before the NFL draft. 9 13-gallon bags. Wow, that is a lot of 13-gallon bags. That is a lot of them. That's going to be pretty heavy. So, here's how this stream is going to work. I'm going to start the clock, and we're going to put... Ron, you make the call? Yep, you're right on that. Hang on. Give me a second here. Give me a second. It's the right numbers, but the wrong graphic. You are right on that. Appreciate that. My bad on that. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't transfer over from screen to screen. So, there we go. So, yeah, Grassi is announcing a pick. He's announcing, I think, a 6th-round pick. I haven't seen the announcement video yet, but I saw the notification pop up on my flight. I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, oh, let's go. I was like, let's freaking fracking go. I'm so excited for that. Yep, and Titans are not trying the pick. There's no way. There's a quarterback you like, you take him first overall. Cam Ward's going 1. Had a feeling it was going to happen. So, was he at some point during the draft? Yeah. Look, if anyone ever sees you at the draft, by all means, come up and say hi. If you want me to get a picture with you and everything, if you see me at the draft, you'll know where to find me. I'll be at the draft. So, I'm in a Jaguars jersey. You'll be able to see me. So, me and my dad are going to be there. So, if anyone's going to the draft and you see me, just let me know. Just let me know, and I'll see. I will see. So, with that in mind, how this stream is going to work is like this. There's just going to be a regular old Q&A stream. Sure, will be a national holiday? It should not be. It should absolutely not be a national holiday. I think having a national holiday revolve around a private company is a really bad idea. I think it's a really bad idea. Also, I think it would actually lower the ratings for the NFL, as crazy as it sounds. I think it would actually lower the ratings. Will Camel and Patriots? That seems what it's going to be. It seems like that is going to be the case. That the draft really starts at 5, barring anything crazy. It seems like it's going to be Ward at 1, 2, 3 will be Carter or Hunter, some order of that. 4 will be Campbell, and then 5, who the heck knows? It could be Tet, it could be Genty, it could be a trade, it could be Graham. Who even knows at this point? Who even knows? It's going to be crazy. Location, San Fran would be ideal to host the draft. I'm not sure. I haven't been to San Fran since like 2010. I haven't been to San Fran in a while. But you're not going to do it in Santa Clara. Probably have to be downtown. Orioles losing Nats feels worse than losing Yankees. I get that. Crusty Rebels is worse than you. I don't know if fire their coach. I'm not surprised by that. Not surprised. After this, we're going to have the long drive, nothing in the NFL. Ooh. Yes. Well, we're going to have the schedule release. We'll have the schedule release. I see Calgary, I think, start off with 10. I appreciate you, man. We're going to get to that in just a second. So how the stream works is like this. We're going to do nothing but overtime requests. I'll answer your questions while we do that. Every donation will increase the time that we're on stream. Once that clock hits 0, that's the end. Having said that, there is no time limit for how long this stream can go, except until like 5 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. So theoretically, the stream can go 9 hours. That's the max. By pulling all-nighter, but You see what it takes to get to the queue. I'll do anything you want me to. If you want me to react to a certain video, you want me to play something on GarageBand, you want me to do a chat GPT, I will do that. Let me just get my headphones really quickly. But I see calendar with the time. The draft starts each day. Thursday night it's 8 o'clock Eastern. Friday night it's 7 o'clock Eastern. I see Joe with the 5. Appreciate you, man. So 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Eastern for night 2, and then 12 o'clock Eastern for day 3. So that's the game plan. We got a lot of stuff coming in. I love it. Appreciate all you guys. All right. Let me just make sure my Bluetooth is off my phone so I can do this like this. Give me a second here, guys. And then we're going to reset the clock accordingly. See Joe with the 5 ring, Dave with the 2. So give me a second here. Want to be surprised if someone James Williams. Yeah, I think they're going to keep him. I don't think anything's going to change there. All right, so let me just make sure Bluetooth is on with here, and then I'll get everything in the queue, and we'll start this OT stream. I appreciate all you guys tuning into the stream. Really appreciate it, guys. This is, again, the last stream. It's going to be a little weird not streaming for 4 days. It's going to be very, very weird. Because you guys know I love streaming with you guys. So it's going to be very, very weird not doing it for 4 days. All right, Bluetooth, come on. All right, but while I try connecting my Bluetooth headphones and whatnot, Ride with the Hot episode 5. Keep it going. Next up is first UI. So good cliffhanger to leave you on. Oh boy. We also got a 5er. The Wine Quartet competes in Sekai Taka. I don't know what that is, but I will take a look at what that is. Let's try connecting this again. I see Gamana with a 5er and Dave with a 2er. Lady calls now over Burger King cheeseburger order. God, people are so stupid. This is where they were. This is where the parties were. I see we got a 6 and we got a 5 from Gamana. Appreciate all you guys. All right, let me reset. Let me put everything in here. Why are these not connecting? Come on. Why are these headphones not connecting? I might do it on my phone. I see Michael with a 2er. I see. Okay, so watch how this Waffle Restaurant Master Hurricanes by half as interesting react. All right, we'll do it. Oh, Karate Tournament. Oh, yes. Okay. Do I donate to request? Yes, for this. Let's go, Miles. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, and everyone, just let me know which game you want that you donate on. Okay, so I see Rob with the 6er. Cayulan Bear Star. Okay, I might just have to do it on my phone. Let's try that. I try it on my phone. Cayulan Bear Star. Trouble with the NFL draft and Green Bay escort out by police. Oh, let's go. All right, I might just have to watch the videos on my phone today. Which is not the end of the world. I see Michael with another 2er. Elysian Fields and the Killing Road. All right. Also include all major characters from the show. Perfect. I will do that. All right. So. Okay. My phone's connected. So if you see me looking down my phone, it's because I'm watching the videos on there today. All right. Let me get everything in. I'll update all the... I know Michael wants a vote. Actually, I don't know if you want to vote. Because it's Detroit. I don't know if you want to vote on that. Okay, Ride with the Hive, episode 5. ChatGPT later. Sekai Taikai. Cobra Kai tournament. Alright, Lady calls someone. John Boy made a 9.5-minute video about McCutcheon needed the pitch for him on purpose. Coach replied on Twitter saying it wasn't on purpose. Yeah, John Boy's having a rough month. I did see that. Destroying Talking Giants, like the one actually semi-competent podcast, the one actually semi-competent football-related thing they had, because they needed everyone in the office so they could do challenges for some reason. Yeah, they're in trouble right now. After their behavior during the Yankees-Dodgers game, though, I don't really care if they're struggling or not. All right, I see Keller with a 5er. Oh, boy. All right, we got a lot of stuff happening. All right, so Elysian Fields, the Killing Road. No Pirates fans vote. Pat McAfee return next Monday, or is he gone for WWE? He'll come every now and then. He'll come back every now and then. Hopefully, just go to the Astros this week. Yes, hopefully that does not happen. All right, let me see. Hopefully, it's not like a 10-minute Katy Perry thing. All right, so let's see. Tigers, Astros, Braves, Rockies, All right, and then I'll update the time, update everything. You know, trying to get to everything really quickly. With that, yeah, Genti. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know if Genti is going to be a Jaguar or not. It would be interesting. It would be interesting. I'll put it that way. ChatGPT. Caillou. Post Chaos NFL Draft. Caillou drafted in MLB with Stephanie as commissioner. Ooh, and Lone Prince CW try to join Stephen Power. Ooh. Okay, all right. So let me see what we got. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. So where am I? I'm in my parents' place in New York, and then flying out from here in like 12 hours to the draft. All right, so let's see. Joe, so let's see. We're at 14, 16, 21, 26, 99, 28, 99, 30, 99, 34, 98. Yeah, 34, 98. Perfect. Appreciate all you guys. All right. So, yeah, if I did the math right, we should be at 34, 98. Okay, so let me get all these requests in. That's everything for now, right? And then if I do the clock accordingly, 7 minutes, 11, 13, 18. Oh, wait, hang on, guys. 11, 15 minutes, 17 minutes, 22 minutes, 24, 26. Now we'll just do that. We'll just put the clock at that for now. All right, so that's what the clock is. Let's do it. Why does MLB the show not have the Rimcats playing their own stadium? You know, that's a good question. I don't know why. You would think that would be a very easy thing to do. All right, now I have to get all the overtime or the Okay, so Joe does not want the Rockies. All right, so we're gonna go Tigers there for that $5. David, I don't see which game you want. I know Mana wants the Astros. Rob wants the Astros. Was that the Astros game? Yeah, that's the Astros game. Michael's putting his 4 to a vote. Keller a $5. That's on the Rockies. Yeah. Do you feel like live CBS? Let's go. Let's go. Thank God. Thank God. Love you if the agent lied. Yep. You want to get drafted? Yep. Chiefs see no lineman first round. Oh, they do badly. They absolutely need offensive linemen. They absolutely need offensive linemen. Which game do you want, David? Which game do you want your tour to be on? I'll get you on the call for that. All right, so let me get this in for the Chat GPT. Or the score. Yep, I got none of the games on because I only have one monitor, so I got none of the games on. So I know nothing about what's happening right now in any of the sports. All right, so we're gonna start with. We are starting with Ride with the Hive, episode 5. All right, Ride with the Hive. Extreme Echo Home Edition sounds like a pretty awful what? I think your thing got cut off. Do a mock draft. Ooh. I'll post one on Twitter tomorrow. All right. Okay. Ride with the Hive, episode 5. Here we go. All right. I see Isaac with a $5. All right, let me do that. Dodgers or Braves, Rockies. $2 there. Some more on that with Isaac with the $5. Appreciate you, man. I love that they pull people over in this. I love they pull people over in Utah for going too slow. I love that. I love that so much. More cops seem to do that. Pull people over being too slow in the left lane. All right. Who's the one got the Jags team while Rage Against the Machine? Ooh. I don't know. The one guy, if we take him while Rage Against the Machine. I mean, Ted's an interesting guy. I'll put it that way. Ted is interesting. Because he catches everything. He's got a good catch radius, but he is slow as molasses. Oh, yeah, Darkstar Rousey. Oh, yeah, people don't know how bad it really was. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then, like, because the rooms for the kids, they grow out of them after a year. Olga going, so appreciate you tuning in. And then the property tax is insane on those. Like, it just... It's one of those shows that is good in theory, but just wasn't thought through, like, beyond what happens after. But who would I not want the Jags to draft? Like, if we trade down and whatnot. Who would I not want? Joe, the 2 appreciated my seriously background check. All right, we'll do that. And you wanted... hang on. Who's the one guy? Oh, man. Will Johnson? Not crazy about him. Not crazy about Johnson. I'm really not crazy about Johnson. A build to movie theater, light bulb user, $900 a month. That's insane. That is insane. Appreciate it with you, Joe. Let me get you in the queue for that. What we got here? Not the Rockies. So we got Tigers game. How's it going, C2 man? Yep. Yep, gotcha on that one. Yep, not the Rockies. There we go. There we go. Appreciate all you guys here. Just got you there. Studio C background check. They were the studio that did the Scott Sterling thing, right? They were the other... They did the... They were the other video that we saw earlier. Yeah, electricity. That's insane. Yeah, Will Johnson, coming off the injury. Not crazy about his tackling. Man-to-man double movements, I'm not crazy about him. If we're going to go corner, I'd rather go with Barron. That makes sense. And also, I guess the other one, make Rage Against the Machine, like... And it's not because I don't like the guy. It's not that I don't like the guy. I think it's a very good, very, very good tight end. But it wouldn't make any sense to get rid of Evan Ingram and then draft Tyler Warren. It would make no sense because Ingram wasn't costing you a lot of money. Ingram was not costing you a ton of money whatsoever. And, I mean, just drafting a tight end in the first round usually does not, like, that high does not work out. Gamana with the 2. Appreciate you, man. Demonstrate for Acuna stealing home with 1 Alan Lindor at bat. Stealing home is always... you gotta have a real good reason to steal home. I'll put it that way. You gotta have a real good reason to steal home. Like, I was fine when Naylor did it against the Cubs the other day. I was fine with that. But I like in Utah they pull people over going too slow in the left lane. Yeah, a lot more modest. That's good. Yeah, they don't like make the room like, oh, like what's your interest? Oh, I mean, I saw Spider-Man one time. I like that movie. Okay, good. We're gonna make you a whole web like playpen. So my birthday. There you go. Happy birthday, Lim. Happy birthday. Appreciate you tuning in. 4-3 Cubs lead. There you go. Yeah, page up first out. Yeah. No, they're usually not for the draft. If I could have anyone I wanted for the Jags for this draft, who would I choose? Anyone I wanted? Ooh. For me, it's Abdul Carter. If I have anyone I wanted, Abdul Carter's the guy. Oh, wow. This guy's not pulling over. What the heck? Why is this guy not pulling over? The guy in the black, pull over. Guy in the black car, pull over. Oh my goodness. How do you not see the lights behind you and go for like 2 miles without... Jeez. That's insane. What took him so long? Have to watch Draft Day? Yep. Have to watch Draft Day? Yep. Should be in general. Got second on someone go 1,500 this afternoon. That's insane. Yeah, that's insane. Go to for draft coverage. ESPN for the first 2 days. NFL Network day 3. Line 6 Sawyer. All right. Sawyer, yeah. He'll be there. He'll be there at that point. Stream my birthday too is on Thanksgiving. Yeah, we got to stream just for every single one. Jackson move to get Carter. Yes, there's no chance they get Carter at pick 5. Wow. His defense is that everyone else is breaking the law. That's a great defense. That's a great defense. Oh, man. I mean, to be fair, if he was going 76 at a 70, that's not, like, worthy of getting pulled over. Kind of contradicts the last thing he said. But They got to pull over there. You got to pull over there. Yeah, the Lions got to draft defense. With how banged up they were last year, they got to draft defense. Never too many edge rushers. Got to pair someone alongside Hutch. Got to have someone alongside Hutch. Yeah, it's bad in Jersey. Everyone drives way too slow, way too fast. That's Arizona for you. That is Arizona. You'll either see people going 50 in the HOV, or you'll see people going 100. There's no in between. Petersdale Wrigley? 5-3, yep. I think the over's already hit. Sanders taking before the Saints are on the clock. The Saints take a receiver. It depends if Ted's on the board, because right now, I think there's only one receiver that's going to go top 10. I think everything else would be a bit of a reach. I mean, unless Ted's on the board, I don't think the Saints draft a receiver in their draft spot, at least. Either edge or defense line for the Lions are fine with me. Yeah, I think that's what the pick's going to be. Wow. Oh, he was going 89. Okay, never mind. Okay. So he thought he was going... Okay. So he just said he was going 76. He was going 89. Okay, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different. Going... So... Wow. So, number one, he doesn't pull over right away. Number two, he goes 20... He goes 90. Okay, I was going to say 76 is like... That's a lot, yeah. Yeah, and then lying to a cop, and yeah, that's... Who should the Packers draft, and who do you think will go first? I think I'd be stunned if Cam Ward does not go first. If Cam Ward does not go first, I would be stunned. I think the Titans need a quarterback, and I think it's going to be Cam Ward at the first spot. Packers, who should they draft? I don't know how the board's going to play out. I wouldn't hate a wide receiver for them. I wouldn't hate it. I think a guy like Golden might not be a bad idea, necessarily. I could see that being the thing. And CT Man with the tour. Who should my beloved Seahawk, or who will they take first? Vote. All right. Ooh, who will they take first? Oh, man. Appreciate you. Man. Who will the Falcons draft? Falcons, I think you got to go defense. You got to go defensive line. I can't rely on Agent Judo. I can't rely on that. So I'm going to say... Appreciate you, CT Man. So Seahawks and Falcons, who do they take? So it's not yeah, it's not going to be Sanders. That's going to be Sanders. Yeah, Packers is wide receiver edge. Yep. Seahawks. So, obviously, you don't have Metcalf anymore. You got Cooper Kupp. Without a Scantling's not anything. I mean, I could see if like Ibuka falls that far, if a Mecca falls that far down, or a guy like Golden potentially, I could see them going wide receiver. Tyler Booker, yeah, I think Green and Booker. I could see Green and Booker as the two options for the Falcons potentially. I can definitely see that. I think they'll go edge. Who do the mock drafts have right now? Mock draft compilation. He doesn't care about first round receivers. Well, he might not have a choice after last year how that played out. Might not have a choice. All right, let's see the consensus here. Atlanta. Yeah, they got Green, Williams, Stewart. I don't like Stewart at all. Shamar Stewart. I think Stewart, you're drafting him on traits alone. I don't see a lot with Stewart. I don't see a lot with Stewart at all. I think if you watch Stewart against guys that are projecting on the NFL like Armand, who I think is the best tackle in this class, I think he's better than Campbell. You watch him go up against guys like that, I mean, he struggles tremendously. I think Stewart could be the pick. I would not like that at all for the Falcons. But Williams, Walker, if he falls down, Jalen Walker. Who do they have for Seattle? Yeah, some people have Golden, some have Booker, some have Zabel, the guard from North Dakota State. All right, this guy's still being confrontational. Just take the ticket and go. Wow, this guy's lucky to get more tickets or get arrested. This guy's very lucky. How's it going, Kuja from the 505? How's it going, man? Mullins are losing? That's a bummer. The league forgot about Trayvon Walker. Yes, they have. I think Trayvon Walker, the thing with him is people think, oh, that pick was a bust. Trayvon Walker, he's done nothing. He's an absolute bust. And Aiden Hutchinson was the clear-cut better pick, and for whatever reason, they didn't take Hutchinson. And I agree. Hutchinson is a better player. I completely agree. I said at the time, I've said every year, I'll say it again. I'd rather have Hutch. Having said that, Trayvon Walker can play. Trayvon Walker can 100% play. And I love the guy. I love the guy. He's good against the run. He's got back-to-back seasons with double-digit sacks. He constantly gets pressure. I think Trayvon Walker might be the most underrated player in football right now because a lot of people think he's a bust. They don't know what he's up to. Yeah, Trayvon's good. Please let the Jags draft Milroe in the first round. You want to see me lose my mind in real time? I would lose if we draft Milroe. Ooh, 94 to 70. That's bad. Yeah, Stewart's in production just like Joe Tryon. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yep. He reminds me a lot of like a tweener. He plays a lot like a tweener. Not so on the dart hype. Yeah, I think this is one of those years where because there's not a lot of quarterbacks projected to do a lot. Like, I think if you look at last year, if you put Cam Ward in last year's class, I probably put him at 5 in last year's class. Like, I would put him from now, this is in terms of like pre-draft projections. This is in terms of pre-draft, not in terms of now, because obviously Bo Nix played his butt off this season. Michael Penix looked all right when he came in, and we don't know what Cam Ward's going to do. But I think if Cam Ward was in last year's class, all right, this guy's at least got a good demeanor. This third guy's got a good demeanor. Jaguars, I think they could take a quarterback potentially later, like day 3, but I don't think they're taking a quarterback early on. I'd be stunned. They have a backup in Mullins. They got Trevor. I don't think they're going to take a quarterback. But I mean, this is one of those classes where there's not a lot of quarterback options early on. And if you look at last year and that class, you had 6 guys go in the first 12 picks. And I think if you put Cam Ward in that class, Cam Ward is probably the 5th quarterback. I think Daniels is ahead of him, Williams is ahead of him, Mays ahead of him, and McCarthy's ahead of him. So I think those 4 guys would be taken ahead of Cam Ward. So you're going to see some teams reaching for some QBs. All right, that was a good episode. That was good. That second guy was nuts. Joe with the membership. Who got this one? William Sr. getting this one. All right. As a member, you get a lot of cool perks, including the Trudeau members, all Q&A streams, and emojis and chat. Appreciate you a ton. Where? I forget which game you wanted, Joe. You wanted Tigers, right? Just want to double check on that. You wanted Tigers, if I'm not mistaken. Right, was an offensive player taken until the 15th pick. That'll never happen again. Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. Haven't done an episode in a while. Oh, perfect. All right. Oh, tie the score. Ooh, we're going to tie this score, baby. All right. Broncos will trade down and get Scadaboo. Well, I could see them trading down. I don't think they need to get Scadaboo, though. I think the thing... Scadaboo, he's not going first round. Scadaboo's not going first round. So, I mean, I could see him... a lot of the mocks I see have him going in round 3. Maybe late round 2. But I think Scadaboo would be a bit of a... As much as I hate to say it, I think it'd be a bit of a reach in round 1. Based on where everyone's projecting him at. So... We'll see there. If they trade down, I mean, if Hampton's on the board, I could see that potentially. But Cam's not going first round. I love the guy. I don't think he's going first round. But I could see him trade down and get him later on. I could see that potentially. Biggest shock to happen in the top 10. I think the Saints might shock a few people. I'm not sure the Saints are all in on Shooter. I think we could see a slide by Shooter potentially. I think we could. And I don't know if we will, but I could see potentially a slide by Shooter. Bill should draft Milroe and the Bill should draft DJ Uyunglele. Yes, that'd be incredible. That'd be good. We got some double. Nice. All right. Lady Cole's 911 over Burger King cheeseburger for some reason. All right. Lady Cole's 911 Burger King cheeseburger order. All right, here we go. Okay, starts off... All right, so far so good. Oh no. Oh no. Now it's getting off the rails. Oh, she has 4 times. Yeah, the 3 times you don't call 911. The 4th time is when you can call 911 to make a cheeseburger. But drafted Hunter 1 being 2-way player? 2-way player. That's why you get Hunter. You get 2 for the price of 1. You get 2 for the price of 1 there. You Broncos have no huge needs? Yeah. You're right on that. They have needs, but they're not like glaringly obvious needs. I say porn on. Not surprised. I love that game's gonna be on TNT on Thursday, and we got relegate Nuggets Clippers to NBA TV. Hunter receiver occasional corner. See, I think it'd be the opposite. If you're gonna do it, Hunter wants to play both ways. He said he's not going to play for a team if he can't play both ways. And he's a great receiver and a great corner. I think I might rather have him at cornerback because shutdown corners are a lot harder. Yeah, I love the pictures on the mascot. What are you supposed to do? This is not a 911 call. Just go to a different Burger King. Are they even open? Honestly, are they even open? Like, I'm not even sure this Burger King is even open. Like, she might have gone there too late. That's why no one's doing anything. Final trivia question for the draft. The 1956 draft was held in 2 cities, Philadelphia and I'm gonna go Chicago on that one. Go Chicago. God. Oh, she's kids. Oh, I feel bad for the kids. I feel so bad for the kids. She want to make her kid a cheeseburger. Oh no. Oh, Browns or Giants trade down. I don't believe either happens. I don't know. I don't think so. I think the draft is going to start at 5. I think the draft will start at 5. I think 1 will be Ward, 2 and 3 will be Carter and Hunter in some order, probably Carter Hunter. 4 will be Campbell, and then 5, who knows? I've heard everything with the Jaguars at 5. I've heard trade up potentially. I heard there's a rumor that they might trade up. I heard trade down. I've heard every player under the sun. Like, it is close to the vest. I'll put it this way: there was one insider. This is a true thing with one insider, like a national insider. He said, all right. He said this. So he said this at 12:16. This just shows you how no one has a clue of what's going on in Jacksonville or what's happening. At 12:16 today, he said, according to some who track this stuff, Graham is not going to Jacksonville. Well, Los Angeles? Oh, wow. Did not know that. Jags after quarterback? I have no problem with that on day 3, but obviously not the first 2 days. I have no problem with that day 3. You try to get Genty and leapfrog the Jaguars? I could see that. According to someone who track this kind of stuff, Graham is not going to Jacksonville because he doesn't feel with their analytics crew. That's at 12:16. Same person at 3:49. From what I understand after this morning's phone call, Jaguars down to Genty, Warren, and McMillan. Graham is not in the equation. 4:26. So I just got off a phone with the guy who said everything you hear about Jacksonville is false. 4:41. Multiple people in the league say Jacksonville is offensive with one of the 3 players I named. The last person I talked to is probably Graham. So no one knows what's going on. At 5, it's going to be a complete mystery. Like, I've known what the Jags are going to do as of late. Like, I knew last year they're probably going to get a wide receiver. You knew that was happening last year. You knew after Cam Robinson got suspended, they're going to go to offensive tackle in 23. 22, you knew it was going to be Walker. 21, you knew it was going to be Trevor. Like, we've known for a while. 20, it was obvious it was going to be CJ Henderson. Like, this, like, no one has a clue. Like, this is a whole new regime. All right, how this waffle restaurant mastered hurricanes. All right, I have a feeling this is about the Waffle House. I don't know if it needs to be how this waffle restaurant mastered. I think you're just done Waffle House. Because I know, like, if a Waffle House is closed, hurricane's coming. Unless it's a completely different one. All right, here we go. All right. All right. That was great. I love these sound locals are just people who are just insane off their rocker. Like, they're not using it for the proper purpose. If they were on something with the dartboards back then, yes. The boater was from Mr. Rocks feels that way. Feels that way. I do love me a good Waffle House. Yes, friend of Office Fire. I mean, pretty much. You get my skepticism with media at being a Jaguars fan. Like, no one knows what's going on. I remember Irene. Wow. Only 30 of the 34 were still up. Wow. That's impressive, like, how they stay open. I do like this channel a lot. Do you even know what the Jags do? I have no idea. Jags are kind of dumb, not going to lie. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. I do know the Waffle House Index. I do know that. Being a Giants fan is brutal coming to draft day. I heard so many fans say so many different players should be picked. Yep, and no one's going to be happy. It's not. I don't think it's going to be a quarterback. I don't think you would draft Sanders. Ward's not going to be there. You're not going to draft Sanders. You sign Russ and you sign Jameis. It wouldn't make any sense to draft a quarterback at that point. And plus, that wouldn't save Shane's job or Dable's job. They know they have to win this year, make the playoffs, or they're done. They know that. They know that they're done if they don't make the playoffs this year or win games. So you're not drafting a quarterback that can't help you win games right now, in all likelihood. Wouldn't make any sense. And then the next year's going to be tied with a quarterback they might not want. So I don't know with that. I think it's going to be whoever's left between Carter and Hunter. Okay, I'm not surprised they have a Storm playbook. I'm not surprised by this at all. Bears draft O-line round 1. I think they did a pretty good job retooling the offensive line as it was. I think they're gonna try for Genty. They'll trade up for Genty potentially if they can't get him. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, they did a good job revamping the O-line as it is. I mean, maybe they get one more offensive lineman. Just give Caleb all the time in the world. You can see potentially 2 tight end system. You could go potentially cut Tyler Warren. 2 tight ends. I know I have Komet, but maybe 2 tight end system. But like I missed some of the talk about Waffle House, Burger King, Cars, 100 miles an hour. Oh yeah, you know we're doing OT. We're doing OT. Studio York City, let's go, baby. Let's go, Jacob. Hunter over Carter. So Giants fan, secondary terrible. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have an option there. I think it's gonna be whoever's there. But yeah, Hunter over. Well, the secondary is bad, but at the same time, you get Carter. You put him alongside Tibbs and Burns and Lawrence. I mean, that is a stacked D line, right? John should draft a QB because they have a lame duck head coach and GM. Just wait till next year with everything. Yep, exactly. Because then at that point you're going to be. Huh. I did. Wait. Wait, they get fallen? Wait. I didn't know Waffle House did that. Wait. You're telling me Waffle House has employees from all over the country that come in to different Waffle, like, they pick up shifts in different states for this? Oh my goodness. That's like a whole coordinated system. Lose will beat the Sens? I think so. And then lose to Lightning Panthers? I could see that. I can't believe the Bears are always just QB on our lame duck regime. Yep. Steelers full of the Steelers pick? I don't think so. I think someone's going to trade up for him by that time if he doesn't go to the Saints. You hit me because you don't know anything about the Jags. You and me both. You and me both. Like, I think the problem is that the Giants' vacancy, let's say Shedeur Sanders does not play well. Let's say Sanders plays like crap with the Giants next year. That happens, all right, well, you wasted your first-round pick. Next coach needs to like Sanders. Lion Panthers, Caps, or Kings from the East? Yeah, I've got the Canes, but we'll see. Yesterday was a crazy day in the playoffs. Holy cow. Like, I think drafting Shedeur would not make any sense for anyone. It would make no sense for the Giants. Make no sense for the Giants at all. So if you draft Shedeur, either he has to work out and be Rookie of the Year, or everyone's getting fired. And then the next coach would have to come in and take Shedeur with him. Waffle House much of Phoenix? No, but there is. There is a Waffle House, but it's about like 15-minute drive. I haven't been to Waffle House in forever. But it's so good. Other than the Titans. What teams won AFC Championship by at least 3 possessions since the turn of the millennium? Titans never did. That's fake. That's fake information. That's fake information. That's fake info. They never did. What teams did? Okay, the Patriots definitely did against the Colts. Right, Joe Burrow's rookie seemed like QB? Yes, it does. I think the Chiefs did against the Bills. If I'm not mistaken. I think the Chiefs beat the Bills by 3 possessions. I still can't believe there's so many like employees for all of us that go all over the country. That's incredible. What other teams have done? I think the Raiders did against the Titans. You know, I've never seen an advertisement for Waffle House. I'm not wrong about that. So I'm gonna go Raiders, Patriots, Chiefs. We're gonna go to that. That was a great video. That was a great video. I did not know that about. I still can't over Waffle House literally has a whole team that travels across the country for that. All right. Megadeth. Malaysian Fields. Hope I'm saying that right. Get the ChatGPTs in just a little bit. Yeah, I got an advertisement first. Was 3 or 4 the biggest upset ever? 3 by far. 3 by far. It's called Steelers Broncos. Where's Stein? It's got 2 or 3. The Chiefs didn't do it against the Bills? Did the Chiefs not do it against the Bills in 2020? Did they not do it the first time in the AFC Championship? That was 38-24. 38-24. I felt like a 3-score game. All right, here we go. Malaysian Fields. So I'm going to look at it right now. So 3 or 42, biggest upset. So the thing with 42, big upset. No one's denying that. Having said that, the Giants played very well against the Patriots in the regular season. I'd be so conflicted if they drafted Scatterbo the first round. I'd be like, okay, like, I love the kid, but that's a reach. Yeah, 68 Jets. I mean, they were in a different league. You have to remember, the first 3 Super Bowls were blowouts, where the NFL team won by a lot. It was almost like they were treated like a college team. 5 touchdowns worth 8 points. Yep. The thing with the it's almost like that was more of a 16 beating a 1. We're a team in a league that has no business being there. Sanders, Colorado influence hanging over the draft. I don't think too much. I actually don't think too much. Because I don't know how much of a, I don't think the Giants can play too big of a role. And Sanders can play. That's the other thing, too. They put the regular season game in the 07 Giants CBD set. Yeah, they do it for a lot of the teams when they play, close games and then get their revenge. Yeah, 11 team was more of a probable one. Yeah, 07 team was legitimately good. Yeah, they started 0-2, and then, remember the 07 team started 0-2. And then after that, they won, including the playoffs, 14 of their last 17. That team could play. 11 had negative point differential. 11, people were going to get fired. People were going to get fired that year. If it wasn't for the 98-yard touchdown to Cruz, everyone's gone. The Giants were 7-7 going into that game against the Jets. And everyone thought Coughlin was a dead man walking. He had the hottest seat in football. There was no coach with a hotter seat on Christmas Eve than Coughlin. 6 weeks later, he's a champion. Hypothetically, if the Jets are the only team in the Big Four leagues to not make the playoffs from Francis' tenure. Yep. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe that was the problem. Where's sending this ChatGPTs? You see who takes skin to the queue? We're going to get through everything in the queue. This is the last stream before the draft, and I'm not streaming until Sunday. It's going to feel so odd. But yeah. But yeah, we're doing the vlogs. I'm a new video dropping tomorrow. Go back to the 60s. It's actually a Dolphins video. Giants won the division because the NFC East stunk in 2011. I mean, you're not wrong there. Eagles, the dream team. Cowboys were painfully mediocre. Victor Cruz, people in Coughlin's legacies. Yep. 2 controversial safety calls. Well, that was the right call. To be fair, that safety was the right call. The 2-0, the first points of the game, 100% the right call. He was being pressured, and the rule is that if there's no one in the area and you're being pressured, that's grounding. Yeah, Dolphins video, yep. It's actually about one of the biggest busts in Dolphins history, oddly enough. Outside the 2 runs, he won and done every playoff with terrible in primetime. Nearly got run out personality early on. Oh, yeah. He had to calm down a lot. Him and Green Bay was awesome. It was. And then the Packers returned the favor 5 years later. Cruz, without the injuries, is an all-time receiver of this generation. I'm with you there. At the time, I didn't appreciate it, but I can appreciate the Giants win 42 now, especially because they have the odds against them. Oh, yeah. It's weird because, like, it didn't feel like, as a kid, it didn't feel like that big of an upset. Because I remember watching the 07 game. That was a good song. It felt weird, like a song like 4/4 with no, like, crazy drum solos, no crazy guitars. Like, there was nothing Megadeth really about that song. I liked it a lot. Click Silly Dude a Bust. It's a happy story, though. It's a happy story. It worked out in the end, but it's a happy story. But the player question was a bust. Big time bust. So no one talks about it anymore. All right, the Killing Road. Now this guitar feels like Megadeth. Football really, but I feel like ChatGPT has gotten someone now ask a question. It feels like a personality start aside sources. Oh boy. Well, that's good. That's good that they're citing sources. The personality part's where it gets dicey. There was a case last year. There was a kid that killed himself because he basically developed a relationship with the ChatGPT bot, and the ChatGPT bot was telling him like how he could like do that. It's insane. ChatGPT has gone insane. Which man will be more remembered in football history, Eli or Peyton? Oh, it's not even close. It's Peyton. It's not even close. It is 100% Peyton Manning. More remembered in football history? Peyton. Without a doubt. How's it going, Coleman? Go Cubs to LA? Hope so. I'll never forget the Giants-Cardinals game where, yes, the receiver just walked up. Yes, the co-player gave himself up. Yes. That was the same crap that happened in the Bills-Texans game. That was the same crap in the Bills-Texans playoff game on the touchback. Where he just, like, dropped the ball without taking it in. It was like, well, he gave himself up. It's like, come on, no. That's insane. Yeah, David Wilson, I remember his flips, the VT running back. He was fun to watch when he was healthy. Something like Javid Best. Do you feel like with the congressman? Hopefully not. But, I mean, if it's politics, it's anything like his ability to call football games. Was Coughlin a good hire when the Jags got him? Yes, he was a great coach at Boston College. He was projected to be a head coach. For a while, he was part of what made the Giants in 1990 run. So, yeah. Super Bowl 42 still sucks for me, but I was able to sleep every night for Super Bowl 49. Yep, I feel that. I feel like he remembers me and wants to know more about me, has a nice personality, but some could rub it the wrong way. God, that's scary. Yeah, a lot of what... Yeah, Tyler Sash, yeah. Yeah, some of the greatest what-ifs in Giants history. So, obviously, David Wilson, Victor Cruz. Cruz still did a lot. So I'm not sure if I count that as a what-if. Oh, who was the Giant? Oh, man, there was a... Oh, God. Who was the Giant that died in the 70s? Oh, Oh, God, I'm blanking on his name. For some reason. I don't think it was... Yeah, Archer, yeah. Yeah, Troy Archer, yeah. Oh, wait, Plaxo, yep, that's a big one. Troy Archer. Coder's career was done by that point. But yeah, Archer's one of them. For sure. I mean, that's a big what if. And obviously, what Parcells never leaves. 96 with 17 Jags. 17. 17 Jags win. I believe. Now, 99, I'm taking 99 team. You're not taking Reggie White. Yep. Lakers, Packers, 10 to lose by 20. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you go down 2-0 going on the road. Yeah, you're in trouble. And Foresight, Super Bowl 36 with a massive upset. In hindsight, was Tom freaking Brady. Yep. Feels that way. Feels that way. There's some other matchups like that where it's like this felt like a big upset at the time. And I was like, oh, not really when you put two and two together later on. Like 2019 Chiefs, it was like, okay, wait, they came back from double digits every game. Like, this is insane. Like, that's ridiculous. I don't know how they pulled it off. And now it's like, well, that's the Chiefs for you. Devils empty net. Oh, 1-1 in that series. All right. Manicast, I mean, it was good for what it was. I think the problem with Manicast now is that the ESPN broadcast actually got too good. Guys, around the water? All good, man. All good. Giants, I think the Giants go at least the NFC Championship with the Plaxico incident. I think they at least go NFC Championship. 99 Jags, 96 Pats, 99 Jags. 99 Jags win that one. That was good. So, opinion on the Manning cast. The thing is that the Manning cast served a purpose when no one wanted to listen to the announcers ESPN had. The problem is that now they actually have a great announcing crew. The Manning cast really doesn't serve a purpose. Okay, where eBay games come from. From Donkey. Okay. I do love me a good Donkey video. What house is this? Hurricane? No, it looks like the logo from Journey to Journey of Water from Moana. 27 Jags have the Pats. Oh, definitely 17 Jags. They feasted on quarterbacks that were not mobile, and there's no way Tony Easton would do anything against the Jaguars defense. Yeah, man, Super Bowl 36. I remember that. He said, like, it's a dumb move for the Pats to play for overtime. You never say that now. You would never say that now. Which crazy, too, because remember, back then, the team, you weren't guaranteed multiple chances. God, the floor is so dirty in this room. Everything looks so, like, dirty. Is this his actual house? Like, this looks so dirty. ChatGPT played Jugas. Said I had a blast. Oh, wow. X-Future Terror, lead 4-3. Oh, boy. Let's go. I honestly don't know if this is house or not. I don't know if this is a joke or not, this video. You see who takes to get into the queue. Gotta put on the ChatGPTs a bit later on. Send that to my friend who likes the Devils, but I don't think she would have liked... No, that was... Yeah. I don't think so, yeah. 17 or 80 Browns. Ooh. 17 Jags or 80 Browns. Obviously 17 versus 80 Browns. The Browns win. Sipe wasn't that mobile. I'd probably take the Jaguars. Okay, Hurricanes up 2-0. All right. Hurricanes up 2 on the series. When you said Devils up 2-9, I thought I meant Devils up 2 net goal. Owen Pat's going in the Super Bowl. Fans want Bledsoe to start. Yeah, that was... I mean, to be fair... Brady looked bad in the AFC Championship. Bledsoe was the reason they won that, not Brady. Time rated my time when I was in the basement? Yes, he did. I think he rated me twice when I was in the basement. It's actually 2 times he's rated me. He's rated me 3 times, and twice it was when I was in the basement. Man, once again, nodding. Cade Smith in for the save. Wow. All right, I think we're seeing a change on the guard there. 9 on Jags, 2017 Pats. I'm taking the Pats. I'm taking the Pats in that one. Rams got the ball 36, say lose. Can't take that chance. Yeah. Yeah, trust Rob. Yeah. The only way is if you're like pinned inside your own 5-yard line. They have timeouts. That's a little bit different. But the situation in the Super Bowl 36, there's no way. There's no way. Cordell Stewart looked worse. Yep. It's almost like the A2 AFC Championship. It's like David Willey played like crap, but Richard Todd played even worse. Oh, God. What is that photo? What is that photo? It looks like a Step Brothers photo, but they're in suits. Is a job at a football company? There's a Minions carpet? What is this? Yeah, you want my special teams? Yep, the block field goal. 2020 Jags or 09 Rams. Definitely the Jaguars. 09 Rams were an 0-16 team that won a game The 2020 Jaguars were a 4-win team disguised as a 1-win team. Bennett or Russell? Who's a bigger bust? Oh, Russell. Russell. Because that class at the top was pretty good. The Bennett class was not that good at the top. Also, you have to remember, too, Anthony Bennett, no one had any expectations for him. Jamarcus Russell, people had expectations for him. Like, everyone knew with Bennett that was going to be a crap pick. 82 NFC Championship had the worst quarterback play conference championship of all time. Yep, you can blame the Dolphins for that. You can blame the Dolphins conveniently forgetting to put a tarp on the field for that. Yeah, Willie 15.5 and Todd at 0.0. Yep. I don't think... Oh, wait. There's a... Okay, this is clearly not his house. Okay. Because there... Why is... Yeah. Yeah, so... Yeah, there wouldn't be a woman's bathroom in his house with 2 toilets. What is this place? Hope about Devils getting swept. I did not have the Devils winning a game in that series. I did not. 25 Dolphins, 68 Bills. Who wins? Oh, I mean, the 68 Bills lose to everyone. It's funny. The one team the Bills beat that year was the champions. They beat the Jets. It almost feel like if the Jaguars, their one win in 2020 was against the Bucks. It would make no sense. All right, we're going into the house some more. So the whole warehouse? Alternate kitchen, yeah. With like 20,000 filing cabinets. Nice 795. Ooh. I'll take 95. I think their only downfall was their kicker. Two filing cabinets in the same movie. Three Domino's boxes just sitting on the table. What even is this house? Right, yeah, the Chiefs have the better kicker in 97. 68 Bills or 8 Lions? I would... Man, that's tough. Because the Bills had no quarterback. Then again, neither did the Lions. I don't know on this one. Oh, that's a lot of gaming consoles on that table. More boxes... Man, 68 or... Oh, wait, man. That's a tough one. I think it depends on who's quarterbacking the Bills. I might take the Lions there. Mentioning Lynn Elliott else in case Steele will get you 1,000 years. Yes, it will. Well, the Browns had drafted Barkley with number 1 pick in 2018. These decisions are very weird. That was really, like, every year there were, like, 500. Every year from, like, 01 to 04, there were always somewhere around 500. They were the Cowboys of the early 2010s. Oh, what is this hallway? There's another bathroom with multiple stalls in it. God. If they drafted Barkley, my guess is that the Giants would draft Baker Mayfield. And I don't know what happens there at that point. The Giants probably draft Baker. Every team is similar besides $76 over the 08 Lions. Yeah. The 68 Bills are the one team that I don't know about. Because do you guys know the story of how the Bills became that bad that year? Well, if anybody better than LeBron, I think they were the biggest shocker of all time. O-line, D-line, wide receiver. I think so, Kev. Worst kick attempt in history? Probably the Freezer Bowl. Trying a 51-yard field goal in minus 59 degrees. Finger sucker? How many stairs are in this house? God. Oh my God. The ending of this is great. I don't even know how, like... This is not, like... Like, what is this place? There's, like, 100,000 video games in here. 2020 or 21 Jags. I'm taking 21. Better quarterback play. Josh Allen to the Browns affects anyone? Oh, man. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Bills are a lot worse. I know that much. Then we have another. How many showers are in this place? Oh, that's amazing. God. So we go in field goal attempt? Yep. Go in. It did not go in. Put it that way. Worst dome kick attempt. Ooh. I know the Jaguars, Stephen Hauschka missed short against the Texans back in 2020. He literally missed short from like 45 yards. That was pretty bad. Probably anything by Mickemeyer. He had a few that were really bad in the dome. But, what was this? Yeah, the 68 Bills. So, long story short, the 68 Bills. Long story short there. So, we're going to do seriously background check, then we'll get the ChatGPTs in. Long story short, the Bills had a horrible preseason game. So, their coach decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have a padded practice where no red jerseys. Anyone can get tackled. And sure enough, quarterback gets injured and out for the season. Right, background check, Studio C. This is the one with Bluey too as well. All right, worst kick to be short or off? I think short, because everyone misses off every now and then. If you miss short, that's a sign like, oh, I'm not sure like how good you are. All right, Studio C background check. Here we go. People thought Edwards was the first one. No, Bennett was always the worst. We all knew it at the time. Or parking ticket? Yes. Coach of Fire Precinct? Yes, George Allen in 1978. A parking ticket? Yeah, 1978. I hate automated calls. Guilty silence. County value running backs. I get it, because you can replace a lot of them. I get it. Oh, we're so good. But I think the pendulum is shifting. Or the pendulum is shifting back. Yeah, depending on whether we see people kicks. Yep. Then rather ask whether it's hits fall, hold, or snapper. Yep. Well, I think it depends on the snap. Because you see it if the laces are in. Like Blair Walsh, the laces were in, so people blame the holder for that. Every truck. A warrant will be issued. The acting is great on this. God, that was great. Oh my God. You know, I hate automated calls. That was incredible. Live for King? Yes, I was. Oh, yeah. Just no clutch curves, just good and bad ones. I disagree with that. I mean, I think Vanderjack was a good kicker who was not in the slightest bit clutch. Edwards was very weak. I did think that, but I didn't think Anthony Bennett. I thought he was better than Anthony Bennett going in. Anthony Bennett, he never showed anything in college. And then this year's number one pick. Same thing. Yeah, but I think the pendulum is shifting now back the other way with running backs. Because usually it's very cyclic how it works with running backs. So how it works is these teams get these big running backs. You get these big running backs. So then the defenses bulk up with bigger linebackers. And then after that, these teams goes, okay, wait, we can't really run the ball on these linebackers. These are too big. They can't bowl over people. So we're going to get shiftier running backs. So we're going to get faster running backs, more elusive backs. And we're going to get guys that can run around these guys and make them miss. And then the pendulum shifts that way. And then the defense is countered by getting smaller, faster linebackers. And it's like, wait, these linebackers are smaller. We're going to get bigger running backs. And it's all very cyclic, if you notice with that. I think we're definitely shifting. The pendulum is shifting more where running backs are more value now than they were 10 years ago. All right, let me get the ChatGPTs in. Again, clocks is here, so $5 more gets in the queue at this point. Again, this is the last stream before we're going live for the draft. So let me get these ChatGPTs in. Why is Jerry Jones lying? He's Jerry Jones. I'm not even sure he knows what he's talking about at this point. I'm not even sure Jerry Jones knows what. Like, I'm not even sure he's senile at this point, to be fair. It's not lying if you honestly don't know. I don't think Jerry knows anything right now. Okay. All right, let me put these ChatGPTs in. $5 more gets in the queue at this point. All right. Let me just put this in, and then we'll get to the other questions. So I see we got a few more questions. Let me get to this really quickly, and then we'll do that. Who plans about everything? The princess is the spoiled. All right. Oh, that didn't do anything. All right, here we go. So let's see. Most of the kickers, what they do rely on the offense, make a lot more kicks if you're close to the end zone, attempt more kicks if your offense does well consistently well. Well, with this, there's certain kickers I trust in clutch spots versus others. Like there's definitely something there. David Johnson talking about the public reception on right back. Yep. I think the thing is if they get paid. I think we're starting to see, okay, what happens if you pay a running back? They got to be elite. I think they got to be elite. If you're going to pay a back, like I think we've shifted the pendulum to like DeMarco Murray was the same way. So it's like, okay, running backs can fall off, so it's not smart to pay him. But if you're going to pay him, they better be elite. Like giving big money to a running back who is not top 5 is not a good move. So I think that's where the pendulum was shifting. But I think we're starting to see more running backs taken first round compared to the previous decade where it was not good to do it. But if I go to appreciate you, man. Miami Dolphins playbook is available online from 2022. Ooh, did not know that. Did not know that. He said he's going to do big trades. I mean, to be fair, he thought that he was making a big acquisition by getting Jonathan Mingo. I mean, we have different definitions of big. Have a small victory there, yep. Let's see. Dakota Costanza. Just remember, it's not live, you believe it. Yep, that's what Jerry Jones is doing. All right, that one works for ChatGPT. That one works. Yeah, the offense play. Yep. Mexican, please hurry up. Oh, it's going on that long. Wow. Which game do you want, BW? I appreciate you, man. Our next matter offensive line does. I think depends on the back. Yeah, like guys like Saquon is going to be paid top dollar. Guys like Najee do not. Because a good back can mask offensive line problems and vice versa. A bad back can make your offensive line look worse than they are. It's like a quarterback. A good quarterback can mask a lot of problems with the O-line. Like I'll take the Jaguars as an example. The Jaguars, I always thought their pass protection was pretty good because Trevor Lawrence gets rid of the ball quicker than I think he's got the second quickest release time. Then he got hurt, and he realized, oh yeah, this line is not as good as I thought they were. Because these quarterbacks have no time to throw. Trevor just made them look good. Same thing with running backs. Oh, Florida, all right. Like, the counter, I mean, the counter is like one of the greatest backs of all time. Barry Sanders' offensive line was crap for the most part. It was alone with Brown, and that was about it. But Sanders was able to make some magic happen there. They have to evaluate. I think the big thing for that is what happens after you get touched. I think yards before getting touched, is a huge stat that people do not take into account. Like, that's an offensive line stat. Everything after that is the running back stat. Yards before getting touched, then yards after getting touched. One of those is offensive line stat. One of them is a running back stat. So I think there's a difference there. All right, so let's put these in. Again, you see what takes you into the queue. Yeah, rest in peace, Mike Patrick, absolute legend, 80 years old. Hopefully they honor him at the draft. Hopefully they honor him at the draft for the impact he had on the NFL. Voice of Sunday football for years. Gatos are winning. All right. There you go. Dart to the Steelers. If they don't get Dart, if they don't grab a quarterback first round, Rodgers is going there. You think the Vikings line was great until Darius starts wearing his ACL? Yep. Mass issues on the interior so much? Yep. That was me too. I was like, we have very good tackles. And the guard plays fine. And then I realized, oh, yeah, no, that's not even close to the case. Yeah, Tom announced the pick. I cannot wait. I hope for his sake it's a name that's easy to pronounce and it's a guy that he wants. I hope that it is. Yards for after contact was contact. I think just when you get touched. I think it's just when you get touched. I mean, that's how we define contact, is when you get touched by someone. Which team you predicting the draft will be drinking stupid juice? Saints and Falcons didn't change their GMs. They probably needed to. So probably those two teams. Also the Cowboys, knowing Jerry Jones. Probably them. You want Braves Rockets, right? Perfect. And you'll have until, what, Sunday to decide on those votes. I'll also, like, if you guys want to, like, betting, like, during that time, if you're not going to be here on Sunday for the stream, but you want to, like, Venmo money or do something like that, buy a membership, and you want to request a game, let me know. I will do that. Difference between pat on the back contact, try to bulls you contact. I think it depends on where you are on the field. It's like pat on the back contact behind the line is different than pat on the back contact when going 20 miles an hour. Thomas Stewart on the Pats 7, I think finished the job. I think so too. Opinion on Wildflower. The bonus stick. Man, that I don't know how he does that voice. That voice. As soon as I saw like the marathons, the charity stream, I was like, there is no way he's gonna be able to successfully do Wildflower for $100,000. There's no way, because that voice takes a toll on you. I'll give you one of the MetLife teams. Jets or Jones. At least the Jets have a new regime. 20 years ago today. That was 20 years ago today. Wow. Wildflower not the Washington pick? Oh, man. I'm so excited for Tom to announce the pick. I am so excited. I hope it's the guy that is good. I really do. I really do for that. I hope it's a pick that lives on forever. Best NFL game I ever watched. In person or all time? In person or on TV? Because I have two different answers for that. Just getting these ChatGPTs in. And then we're going to go from there. Want to see me announce a pick? Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know. You know what's funny is that random people announce picks. Like, random people announce draft picks. It's like Rossi announcing a pick. Obviously, that's a huge deal. And I can't wait for that. But if you go to the draft, I've sat next to people that go up there and announce picks. Yeah, I got you on Braves Rockets, but don't fuck. Got you on that one. Got you there. So, announcing picks, like, I've sat next to people that go up there and announce picks. They have like round 6, so usually rounds 4 and 5, they'll do it over video, and they'll have the picks being announced from places around the world, or from like draft parties hosted by the team. But usually, once you get to like round 6, random fans are going up there announcing picks. I'm not kidding. Like, there is a chance I could announce a pick this year, just because if you're at the draft, there is a chance. Like, I'm going to be sitting in the inner circle, or right around there. I've seen someone come up to people and say, like, hey, you're a fan of this team. Do you want to announce this pick? I'm like, oh, yeah, why not? So, there are random fans that do announce picks. So, never say never. Never say never. And maybe they ask me to call it, yeah. As long as it's not like round 4, I go up there, I announce like for the Colts, and they draft Scatabo, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. Best NFL game to watch in person is Jaguars Colts 09. No. 27-0 comeback. 27-0 comeback. Best game to watch in person, 27-0 comeback. Best game I ever saw, period, was Super Bowl 49. Knicks have a title over the past couple of years to Porzingis. Nah, he can't stay healthy. He can't stay healthy. Lions straight in front, picked 198, take player. Grossi won it. Yes, 100%. Yes. I would love that. I would love that so much if that happened. Yeah, 23 was Roman Face got the last laugh. Man. Yeah, well, you don't trash talk until the game's over. Had Brooke Hall live stream, so I have no knowledge of the game. Oh man, I don't think would she be down for that? Is she down? If she's down for that, I would love that. The Tennessee Titans, yeah. I've seen some crazy picks. Like, I saw, like people take, like, their sweet time announcing a pick with the random fans. Again, there are people that go up there that just, like, I'm not kidding. They're going to be, like, if you go to the draft, you're going to see, like, a solid, probably, like, 40 people announce a pick on day 3 in person, and I couldn't tell you any of them or how they got there. The Packers ones, it's usually someone from a local community. So the hometown team will be someone that'll be planned out. So the hometown team, they'll announce the pick, and it's gonna be someone planned, either a youth football team in the area or a hometown hero or someone like Tom Grossi. But for the other teams, if you see someone going up there announcing a pick round 6 or 7, that's not the lady, I forget her name. It's not the lady in a suit, or not Mr. Irrelevant. I forget her name, but you know what I mean. If you see like random people going up there, that's not planned. Tennessee does like Travis out of Colorado. It's not a quarterback, at least. I don't think the Titans can screw up this pick. I don't think it's going to happen. Let's do that. All right, those are the 3 ChatGPTs. Cam Ward, I don't know why he goes first. Well, he's a quarterback. That's why. That's why he goes first. That's why he goes first. Yeah, Donna Ponte. Yes, that's the one. Yep, that's the one. Donna Ponte. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Yep, that's her. I was like, it's on the tip of my tongue. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Couple more of these legacies will all be tied to each other. I think so too. It's like Walker and Hutchinson. I think it's almost like also O'Brien and Marino. Like Ken O'Brien, very good quarterback, but people don't remember him like that. They remember him as the Jets took him ahead of Marino. Did she also try to see him? I didn't know that. She's super smart, though. She is super smart. When are they announcing some of the schedule leaks? I hear the Cardinals playing several home games at 10 o'clock local. When it means the Bills, yes. Yes. So they're not leaks if not. It's funny, I didn't do a video on it, but there was a leak that happened at the draft last year that I was going to put a video out. Because Tommy DeVito was, I think DeVito was there last year for some reason. There was someone there last year. I think it was DeVito. And he said, yeah, we're playing the Lions. I'm excited to come back to Detroit in August. We play them in the preseason. I'm like, wait, they didn't announce that? Like, I don't know why I didn't get that on film, but I'm like, this is going to happen. Like, and sure enough, it did. So, I don't know how they knew. Was they're going to have the Coleman? Yep. Coleman should be fine too. I just don't know what Coleman, because separation is not a strong suit. That's going to be tough with him. All right. Let's get this screen recording up. Best of all, Akeem went ahead of Jordan. Akeem is great, but yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah, he is one of the greatest of all time. I mean, they won 2 titles because of him. He is a legend. He is one of the best big men to ever play the sport, but his fate is always tied to Jordan. All right, so we have 3 ChatGPTs in plus the email. So here we go. So first one, they're in the tournament from Cobra Kai. Everything goes wrong. Here we go. So, we are in the arena. The elite martial artists of the world are gathered. Cobra Kai, Miyagi-Do, Eagle Fang. All of them are fighting for glory, but now here come the toddlers. Johnny Lawrence squints at the newcomers. Why are there kids here? And why is that bald one streaming already? Caillou is he's not even in his like fighting clothes. He's lying on the mat kicking well. I don't want to fight. I want to go home. Cowboys will take on the Giants on Thanksgiving to make NFL fans suffer. I think so too. I have a few leaks. I actually have breaking news. I have breaking news to reveal to you guys. Breaking news. This is going to blow your mind. The Eagles, opening day of the season, will play at home. The Lions and Cowboys will also play at home on Thanksgiving. Breaking news. If that happens this year, you know who broke the news to you. You broke the news. I want all the credit if that happens. The Eagles open the season at home, week 1 on Thursday Night Football. Well, technically a Sunday night game on Thursday night. If they do it, I'm the one that had the source. So you're welcome. I don't want to go home. I want to go home. Maybe it's one of those youth divisions. DW points to the Cobra Kai banner. That snake is ugly. Why would anyone want to be on that team? That's dumb. You're all dumb. Kenny Payne is now clenching his fist. Do we have to fight him? Logan Barrow looks up to Torrey Nichols. I don't like your attitude, or your face, or your outfit, or your shoelaces. Everything's bad. Torrey leans over. What did you just say? Care Bear reject? Oh, wow. That was tradition? No, that's not tradition. That's me. That's me breaking a big story. There have been years the Cowboys didn't play at home on Thanksgiving. You have to go back to the 70s. The Lions didn't always play on Thanksgiving. Back in the 1910s, they didn't play on Thanksgiving. Eagles haven't opened up Thursday night to start the season off since since the start of the 2018 season. No, this is breaking news. This is complete breaking news. Oh, man. I love Kid Red Rejects as an insult. Then Little Princess makes her grand entrance, carried on by a terrified staff. Yeah, no, Mark Brunel, why'd he fall off? Injuries didn't help him in 2003. Definitely didn't help him. Also, the O-line definitely got a lot worse after 2000. When Bastelli got injured. Jags playing on the road week 18. Well, that could actually... That would be a loss. We don't know if that's going to happen or not. We don't know if that's going to happen. Item then, victory without fighting. Also, I want a pony. I want this tournament named after me. Chosen just stands there and blinks slowly. All right, Caillou's going to fight Hawk in round 1. Caillou's pushing the ring, still sobbing. Is he okay? Fight! Caillou immediately runs the opposite direction and says it's too scary, so Hawk wins by default. All right, easiest fight ever. Vikings for the Packers twice next year. I think they're going to play the Bears and the Lions next year as well. Twice. I think that's going to happen as well. I'll go one further. Now, DW against Samantha LaRusso. DW walks to the ring, starts a verbal assault. You think you're so cool with your black belt, you probably tell my brother Arthur could totally beat you up. This is boring. Also, I want a snack. Sam tries to keep her composure, but doesn't succeed. Oh my god, can I forfeit? I can't do this. That's what I thought. DW wins by psychological warfare. Best way to win. Logan Bear against Robbie Keane. Logan just stands there looking disappointed. Why does the mat feel weird? Why is the lighting so bright? Why does your hair do that thing? Robbie starts to square up. Brown Bear sits down. I'm not fighting until someone brings me better GI. This one itches. Better GI. This one itches. I'm not fighting a kid. This is ridiculous. Now, Logan Bear wins due to opponent's disqualification. So, we have 2 of them going in. The game will be held in Brazil. Yep, that is true. And London. Now, Little Princess against Miguel Diaz. Miguel bows respectfully. Good luck. Little Princess does not bow back. You will let me win. That's how this works. Now kneel. Miguel tries to ignore the bell rings. Little Princess screams very loudly to the point where the arena speaker is short out. She walks up to Miguel, pokes him along and says, I win. I guess she does win. Oh, G? Oh. G, yeah. Yep. Yeah, G, yep, on that one. Bucks loose are cooked. It's not pretty. Not pretty right now. Final round, Brat Royale. Now, Caillou didn't even make it to the next round, so I'm not sure how he's in the final round. Dolphins and Jags played Miami. I think so. I think that will happen. I actually think that is going to happen. Because they didn't play last year. I think that will happen. It's going to be probably Falcons, Dolphins, Bucks for the Jaguars this year. Falcons, Bucks on the road, Dolphins at home. I can see that. All right, so they all enter the ring. Nobody moves. Everyone complains. So we have a 4-person fight. Why did she get a crown? I don't. Probably better Battle Royale, better like Royal Rumble sort of thing than anything WrestleMania's done lately. Because I deserve it. Can someone call my mommy? I'm going to write a very stern letter about this. I don't think Wilbur Bear knows how to write. Eventually, all collapse on the floor mid tantrum. They form a wailing, flailing pile of despair. Everyone is now watching in awe. Unleashing chaos. My kind of plan. This is the worst day of my life. Leverage at Carolina Panthers cap think he was going to be drafted by them. Yeah, I think it worked out for the Panthers that he wasn't. Grizzly keep it Costa, Gretchen Lamine. Yeah, you're not going to win every game by 50. You're not going to win every game by 50. I think Thunder win every game that series, but you're not winning every game by 50. Daniels, like, they've broken me. They are more dangerous than Cobra Kai ever was. Just non-stop tantrums, as we can probably expect with this. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. All right. Next up, NFL Draft. Lil Bramir and Caillou. If this happens at the actual draft, I'm going to never go again. If I see Caillou and Lil Bramir at the draft, I will never, ever go again. Okay, there is trade talk. There is... Okay, we actually have legit news. We have legit news. Potentially. Again, no one knows anything in Jacksonville. No one knows anything right now. But there is talk about the Bears moving up to 5 to leapfrog the Raiders and take Genti. There is talk. Like, this is legit. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen, but there is legit talk from our insider, at least, Dilloff, like the one guy that actually knows something, that potentially Bears-Jaguars could be a trade where the Jags would trade down to 10. Bears would move up to 5 and get Genti. I confess I'm jealous of you and your dad for getting the Inner Circle 6. Yes. You know, it's a fun experience. It's fun. ChatGPT story in Anthro War, Purple Cap with Ultimate Hockey, Slice of Life bringing hockey to California, unleashed a little title run with schools, hotels, and sports. Oh, that'd be a fun story. You want to predict what you want next? Yep. It does, yep. Tell where was going to college and whether they're studying it remembered. Wow. That's crazy. All right, Logan Bear at the draft. I want to go on stage right now. Why are we sitting way up here where I can't touch the football players? Logan gets a hot dog he's pounding. This hot dog is wrong. I want to cut it in half and it's not even warm. With the first pick in the NFL draft. I should be the first pick. I fast and I run in my back here all the time. Logan snatches the mic from a staff member. So somehow he got onto the stage. He grabs Goodell's mic. Maybe this is how he became commissioner over Roger Goodell in that story. If you know, you know. And I throw better than anyone. One time I hit a lamp and it broke. That's not a good thing. Now the duo is crawling under their chairs, unwrapping energy bars from strangers' bags, screaming out how boring the draft is. So we still don't know who the number 1 pick is. Do you see them? They're running toward the stage. One of them's got a glitter glue sign that says, "Pick me." Oh no, they're on the field. I guess in this world, the draft is literally inside the stadium. Commissioner is mid-speech. Now he clings to the mic. "I'm Caillou. I played better than anybody. I cried so hard once I got a whole cookie. That smelled toughness." I don't think it's a hot take they should fire Chris Greer. I think he needs to go. "I punched the football. I didn't even cry." You are aware that he will be at the draft. He's getting drafted by the Bears. He is. Yes, that's why the Bears are going to trade up. Now, they show footage of them screaming at a Gatorade cooler. No one knows what's going on. 99% win probability. Yeah, so much for keeping it close. Suddenly, the mascots from multiple NFL teams are at this draft for some reason. They show up to wrangle him. Now, they chase him across the stage. Mascots are tackled. Helmet gets stuck on his head. We still know who the first pick is. Lerner tries to draft himself to the Cowboys by sitting on Jerry Jones' lap. So Jerry Jones is there. I missed Chris Berger in the chat. Yes, I do miss that. So he tries to go to the Cowboys. They're not even on the clock. I don't know who's got the first pick in this scenario, but they're not even on the clock. Jerry Jones is going to... Now he's Lerner in his lap. Who is this bear? Why is he sobbing about chicken nuggets? Security drags him out screaming after they assaulted everyone. "I'm telling my mommy, this place stinks. Worst day ever." What happened to the amateur? I'm not sure. I don't know. NFL draft parking lot now. They're outside the parking lot. They're sitting on the curb. And the draft is proceeding without them there. Kicked out. A Patriot fan is like, "What the hell just happened in there?" Yeah, it's getting a bit borderline there. We're at a part 2 where they get invited and room that. Oh, we did that already. Certificate draft Caillou, yep. Hang on. Let me try something else. Hang on. Same thing. Hang on. I want to try something with this really quickly. It did. Yeah, you did experience a little bit. Yeah, it's not the same day 3, but you did experience a little bit. All right. We're going to do the same thing, but this time Jones is actually dumb enough to draft him. No, I was like, as soon as the lapping him, I'm like, screw it. Let's try this. Jones drafts him this time. So previously they got kicked out, but when he's on the lap. Okay, so we're changing the part where he sits on Jerry's lap. So instead of this, so everything's the same. Everything's the same up until this part. He sits on the lap. I'm done with this. You own the Cowboys, right? We're referencing Green Bay. This draft, I have no idea. This draft, we're assuming Dallas because Jerry's there. Give me that star helmet. I want to be the new QB/coach/mascot. Son, you've got grit and poor emotional regulation. That's leadership. He makes a call. Give me every team. Tell them I'm trading the next 6 years of picks. First round, second round, compensatory picks, Christmas cards, anywhere else to my yacht. I want this bear. You just know what's going on. What? The Cowboys have traded every future asset they have for a bear in toddler clothes? This is unprecedented. 1999 Ricky Williams times 1,000,000. This kid didn't attend the combine. He has fur. Hey, McShay's no longer with the ESPN, but yeah. Everyone's with the 17th pick. The Dallas Cowboys select Little Brown Bear. Position unknown. Now, crowd erupts. Most scream at the pick. Caillou, he's not even good. That's the first thing he said right ever in his life. He's not even good. I can throw better than him. I threw a rock at my dad's car. Sign me too. Lauren Bear is strutting across stage in a Cowboys jersey. I want a mansion and chocolate fountain in my own locker room that no one else can use, especially Caillou. The Dallas War Room, no one knows what's going on. All their hard work for scouting is down the drain. People are losing their mind. Mike McCarthy lying face down on a table. I love it. We traded 5 future firsts for a child who just tried to eat the playbook. He's got that dog in him. Caillou is outside screaming into the void. This is not fair. I want to be traded to the Raiders. He's not even on a team. You can't get traded to a team you're not even on. I want to break something. Where's a table I can jump on? I think you're looking for the Bills. You're looking for the Bills, Caillou, not the Raiders. You want the Bills. He jumps on a merch table, immediately falls off. All right, so he's part of Bills Mafia. Cowboy fans stage a protest, and Caillou tries to sue the NFL for emotional favoritism. Lumber holds out a rookie minicamp until they install a candy machine. God. That's incredible. All right, now. Can you imagine if that happened? All right, this one. Stephanie is the commissioner of Major League Baseball. Caillou and Rivera get drafted. DW Little Prince start to take over power. Everything's in style of Star Wars. There's a lot going on here. Here we go. The galaxy reels from a seismic shift. Following the catastrophic fall of Rob Manfred and the implosion of the A's franchise, a new force has risen. Stephanie has seized power as commissioner of Major League Baseball. As revenge for childhood trauma and general bratty vibes, she forces Caillou Lumumber into the draft by the Seattle Mariners, the galaxy's most accidentally mediocre team. That is the best description of the Mariners I've ever heard. Meanwhile, DW Little Prince's plot to overthrow Stephanie and install a toddler dictatorship. But here we go. Commissioner Stephanie is sitting at a swirling chair with a baseball-shaped hat, sipping boba tea with a side Taylor Swift annotations. She doom scrolls Twitter while doing this. Let it be known across the league. Caillou and Lumumber are hereby drafted by the Seattle Mariners. May their tantrums echo forever through the galaxy. The Mariners locker room is now confused. I don't want to play baseball. I want mommy. This helmet's too itchy and someone took my juice box. Phil Rodriguez is like, why is there screaming? Are these kids Sith Lords? Meanwhile, DW, we need to strike. Stephanie's rule is messy, chaotic, and so unfair. I should be commissioner. Or a slice of life sports story with anthro characters, something that's not been written. Ooh. Yes, I should be commissioner, and I had to create ice cream for breakfast. That's my idea. They start pulling each other. Yeah, this is not going to work out at all. Little Prince and DW, they're already fighting with each other. Not even working together. Now back in her office, Stephanie has said that she is greenlit Pitch Perfect 4, where Taylor Swift throws a no-hitter. I'm not even sure how that would work. Bob Nutting actually cares about baseball at this point, for some reason. But the chaos, the tantrums, the TikToks, let them tantrum. Let them trend. This is the new force. The force of virality. A training montage where Caillou swing lightsaber bats and they just suck at it. Hit the ball, you must. Cry, you must not. But the bat is too heavy and someone called me bald. Yeah, if they draft LeBron somehow with that pick, oh man. Dynasty. They have a dynasty. With that team, they won with Darko. They wasted their first round pick. They got Darko. I mean, if they get LeBron, yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure yet. I don't know how it's going to work out next year. I don't know. Now we are at the DW1 Princess are now going to overthrow Stephanie, but Stephanie unveils her secret weapon, Giga Swift. A Force Ghost AI version of Taylor Swift that blasts enemies with breakup songs and glitter missiles. You're not on the team anymore. You belong with me. DW Low Princess, Caillou Barrel swept away in a wave of glitter and emotional damage. So DW Low Princess, they're not taking over Major League Baseball. Stephanie has successfully made the coup attempt awful. Meanwhile, Stephanie puts a throne at Dodger Stadium, a glitter throne. The Mariners go on 162. Caillou and Robert are just awful. And Robert starts a podcast. Screw it. Write an episode of this podcast. Screw it. Write an episode of this podcast. Tantrum Talks, where I speak my truth and unpack the toxic chaos in my life post MLB draft. All right, first off, I never want to play baseball. I want to be a cloud scientist or maybe a nap consultant. But no, Stephanie the Swiftonaire, who, by the way, can't even throw a proper tantrum with a 3 backup dancers in Glitter Canyon, decided she should play for the Mariners. Dramatic music. Day one in the clubhouse, cursed. I walked in and Caillou's already screaming about how this jersey doesn't match his vibe. Julio Rodriguez asked me if I was the lost child. Like, excuse me, I am the team now. I thought he didn't want to play baseball. And now he is the team. Don't even start on EW. That 4-year-old dick terror showed up at batting practice wearing a cape and yelling about declaring baseball independence. Trying to swap a score with a deuce dispenser. I respect the energy, honestly. Oh, Lowenberg, you're not coachable. Oh, Lowenberg, you can't swing up bad with oven mitts on. Okay, well, maybe I had pause sensitivity, okay? Ever heard of empathy? Let's talk trauma. Not the deep kind, the baseball kind. 70 minutes for glitter cleats with lights. Every time like a 7 looked like a rave was happening in my shoes. I don't know how he knows what a rave is. He's 4. That's an LED disco crime. Every episode I read one whiny letter from a listener. Today comes from Greg, age 6. Why do you cry every time you strike out? Greg, buddy, imagine a light swaber bat covered in sticky bubble gum while Caillou screams behind you when a Taylor Swift hologram sings You Belong With Me every time you miss. You'd cry too. You probably would. So what we learned today? Baseball is chaos. Stephanie's chaos. Stephanie is a market complex. And I'm a bear trying to exist in a post-home plate society. God. That's your average podcast. Honestly, that's probably your average podcast. All right. Email. Caillou is now the commissioner. Remember, Caillou is the new commissioner of all this. All right, hang on. Yeah, here we go. The NFL is finally back after strike, but now it's time for Caillou to take over. I've come up with a brand new, totally original playoff format. 24 teams make the playoffs. Top 4 get an automatic bid and a play right round for seeing remaining 8 teams in each conference plays off in a qualifying round. Winner then plays one of the top 4 teams. Okay, so it's like the NHL during a couple year. I thought of this all by myself. The room goes silent. There it is. Yeah, isn't this the exact same form the NHL used in 2020? No, I came up with it first. I invented round robin tournaments. Gary Benman's watching the press conference and throws this remote. Why does everyone steal my ideas but hate me? That's a good question. Now, somehow the Bears make the playoffs as a result of this. With Lowenberg in full uniform, back with the Bears. Make it as a 7th seed. Which means they collapsed pretty hard because they were like undefeated the first 3 months of the season. I don't even want to play in this game. Why? You begged to get back on the field. Yeah, but at least it's not on Peacock. He breathes silently from walls onto the field. Game kicks off and no one's surprised. He plays horribly. Runs in the wrong direction. Complains every time he gets tackled. Spends half the game whining about the refs. Caillou is watching. See, I fixed the league. Despite his atrocious performance, the Bears win the game somehow. He celebrates like he carried the team even though he did nothing. Lowenberg is like, you're welcome, Chicago. Now I'm recording a new episode of Dumb Decisions, and I rub my temples in disbelief because Lowenberg thinks he did anything. Yeah, I'm sorry. What? Literally, you did nothing, Lowenberg. You did absolutely nothing. You did nothing. Yeah, we do have summer in the story. We do. Oh, wow. This platform, it's nuts. At least it's not... It's better than the last format where the Bears made it for no reason. Any trade the Jags should make. Should make. I mean, look, I think there are 2 blue chip players in this class with Carter and Hunter. I would not hate with the ammo we've got if we trade up to the top 3. I would not hate. If you don't give a future pick, I would not hate going up to the top 3. But trades elsewhere? Man. I think if you like 10, I think I'd probably trade down to 10. If you like 10, I might do that Bears trade. Have the Bears take Genty at 5, and then you could probably get a guy like Jalen Walker or Mason Graham or Amon. I don't know. But I think ETA cannot be on the team after this season. All work and no play make Lil become a dull bear. Oh, man. Yeah, playing this run? Oh, God. Once he's out, quit to win Super Bowl. It does not. It does not. So, I think the Jaguars, I think ETN, you trade him now. You're not going to get a compensatory pick from next year. I'd be very surprised if you do. Trade him now. You can get like a 5th-round pick in return, potentially. I would trade him right now. Draft a running back. Cheaper. More explosive. I could see that. I could see the Jaguars trading ETN in terms of trades. Should ETN trade? I think so. He's lost a step. We're not re-signing him next year. I've not seen the shining. I've not seen the shining. But he has lost a step. You can't deny that. ETN has lost a step. He is not the same guy he was. And we're not re-signing him. He's got 1 year left on his contract. I would trade him. I think Bigsby is better at this stage. ETN... I like the guy, but I think it's time. I think we need to get 2 running backs in this draft. What's up with the compensatory pick? So basically, long story short, compensatory pick, it's how many free agents you sign of high quality versus how many you lost of high quality. So let's say the threshold's like $10 million per year. You sign 3 free agents that cost over $10 million per year, but you lost 6 guys that are making with other teams $10 million a year. You get 3 picks. 6 minus 3. So it's not a random format. So teams that sign a lot in free agency get no picks. Teams that sign few players but lose a lot of guys, like the Ravens all the time, and the Niners, they get compensatory picks. Yeah. Good case scenario draft look like for the Jaguars, and worst case. Ooh. A mess scenario is probably what's going to end up happening. But I would say good case. I mean, if you get Graham at 5 and then you get Scatabo around 3, I mean, I would love that at that point. Wide receiver, I think you got to get wide receiver, running back, offensive line on the interior, and defensive line and corner. I mean, we have 5 real needs. You got to address all 5 early on. Tight end, I'm okay with. I think we do need a number 2. Drift for like traits in the 6th or 7th round. I mean, we have a lot of picks. The one thing I don't want is what happened with Trent Baalke last year and the previous years, where he traded down and he got all this ammo and then couldn't make a trade back up because he just is a horrible negotiator. He says it takes 2 to tango, but every other team was making a trade but the Jaguars. And then we have a bunch of 7th round picks that don't make the roster, or 6th round picks that don't make the roster, and do nothing. That's what I don't want. I want to use the picks we got to leverage it up and trade up, if that makes sense. Like, we've got more ammo over the next 2 years than any team in football. I don't want to use all those picks, if that makes sense. So I would say you walk out of this year with like 8 players in the first 5 rounds. That works for me. We'll see what happens. All right. Unless anything happens while I sign off, that's going to be it for this stream. This was a fun stream. It's about 2 hours. So here's the game plan. Tomorrow there should be a video dropping. Going back to the 60s for this one. Should be a fun one. Dolphins related. I think it's going to be the last video before the draft. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you'll see some vlogs. So Friday's vlog will be day 1 from the draft. Saturday, day 2. Sunday, day 3. I might do a vlog for Thursday as well. I'm not sure yet. I have to double check with that. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Enjoy the draft. I'll see you guys back here on Sunday. I'll do a stream here Sunday and Monday. We'll do Sunday Night Baseball on Sunday. And then Monday we'll do the You Make the Call. I think we'll do the Mets game as well. Yeah, I think we're doing Mets Nationals as well. So 2 games on Monday. 1 game Sunday night. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you all for the love and support. I will see you guys on Sunday. And again, new videos every day from now until the draft. Well, not now until the draft. Now through the draft, I should say. About the experience and everything. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what it's like. So appreciate all you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off. Enjoy the draft. We got 48 hours till the Titans are on the clock. Not even 47 and a half hours at this point. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we'll see you guys on stream on